Live on the vertical live stream here. Let me get the camera wiped off a little bit there. So, hope y'all are doing well. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Just chilling a little bit, letting the beard grow back in. Had to shave it this week. It was just getting too long, and I was trying to trim it, and then I messed up trimming it. So same thing with my hair. I shaved my whole head. So, thankfully, Hyperion Munitions sent me a hat. It's a little tight on my big head. It's not an extra large for sure, but they also sent a precision trigger control thing. So, one to give away and one to actually work with. We'll see how that works. Yeah, so they have some really good stuff on their website. They have primers and everything as well. So hopefully some people will come in here pretty soon, and I will get all the messages and everything here. If you haven't seen one of my live streams, we just talk about whatever you want to talk about, usually guns, ammo, hunting, Alaska. What's up, Christopher Abernathy? First one here. What's up, Alex Moore? Good to see you. All right, so yeah, we got that. Brutal Bob is getting in here. So, what's up? Peace sign USA. Long time no see. Good to see you. Just chilling here. I did that. North Pole, Red Team 98. What's up from North Pole, Alaska? Daniel Ravenstar is in Fort Hall, Idaho. That's awesome, man. Great support of the channel. Appreciate you. Crazy weekend in college football. I know I'm a little saddened by my Vols, who just did not play well. They just played awful. I don't usually watch the NFL that much, but I was really proud of my Falcons for that Thursday night game against the Bucks. That was really good. But yeah, Vandy beating Bama, Washington beating Michigan, USC got beat, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like it looks like a lot of those top 10 teams are not going to be top 10 teams, and Tennessee had no business being number 4 after the way they played tonight. Oh, sorry, my tripod is slipping here. Hold on to that thought, guys. Yep, there we go. There we go. Maybe that'll work. All right, sorry I haven't been around. I've been sick and been working 6 days a week. I hope all is well in Alaska. Man, I tell you what, Horns are number 1. U of M, who? Yeah, Minnesota won today. Minnesota beat. Who was it? It was they beat USC. Was that who it was? They beat. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah. So cool. All right, sorry, I had to look at a moderator thing. Michigan is barely half of what they were last year. Yeah, I know. Crazy Tennessee-Arkansas game. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like the time management at the end, like they didn't try to score and they let them score. Yeah, like it was just not cool. I sent you a text about some 50 caliber bullets. Did you get it? I did not. I did not get that text. I'm sorry. I actually don't have anything to reload 50 caliber bullets with yet. I don't have that. I think you need that single stage press that goes to Go Buckeyes, Washington. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go Buckeyes, baby. Washington beat USC. That's right. Oh, gosh. We got a Choke State fan in here. Like, Choke State. All I know is that one time they were like 8 out of 9 in bowl games against the SEC, and even Arkansas beat them. So, do Alaska stuff. I do Alaska stuff, like hunt moose and like shoot guns and grow my own garden and just skin a penguin. All right, okay, hold on a second. You do know penguins don't live in Alaska, Zaza. Okay, I mean seriously, those are South Antarctica birds, not here. Is Illinois a good state in your opinion? Absolutely not, because it does not allow freedom of firearms, which means you're doing that. Snowing up there yet? Nope, not yet. Any week now, but it's getting cold enough in the mornings too, but it's warming up in the afternoon still. Yeah. No, Illinois, yes. Thank you, Alex Moore. No, I live there. Well, yeah. Added a rolling comp to my G21 and 45 Super for my trail pistol with the 22-ounce spring with 5 grain hard cast, 1,100 feet per second. That was just do well. Hariz Heikel? Hariz Heikel, good to see you. I've seen you before. Sorry about that. I live there. Yeah, I would never live in Illinois. Yeah, too many flat cornfields. Yeah. The southern Illinois is really nice with the hills, though, and stuff. All right, let's get this guy. thing. You ever shoot a moose? There's just moose antlers behind me. Yes, I have. Taco Man, how you doing? From Maine, always wanted to visit Alaska. Cool. Yeah, y'all have some moose as well. So pretty cool. Okay, Daniel Webster, I got your stuff. Communist. Yeah, that's what you are. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Maine. Maine. I always wanted to visit Maine myself in the fall, see all the leaves, see some moose. But then I moved to Alaska, and it's like now it's the fall, see all the leaves, see some moose. Um, so yeah, and I just like the whole Northeastern is so liberal. It's like, how can y'all live with yourselves? Like, it's just crazy. Like, how do you live with your neighbor? It's crazy. So, like, I couldn't do a whole, like, live in one of those. Like, it's bad enough here with our ranked choice voting, and they're lying about so much on thing. I'm in the process of building a gun, a very, very large. Big buck. What caliber are you building it in? Bill, can you see Russia from your house? No, no, that's just a joke. Sarah Palin couldn't see it from her house either. It's just a joke, and you know, there's tons of mountains and 800 miles of land in between us and Russia. Your average American, what is the better bullet, 9 millimeter or 45 ACP? Hands down, 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter is the better bullet. Like, you didn't even include the right one. Definitely getting worse here for sure. Yeah, the better bullet. Yeah, 10 millimeter is the way to go. You own a 9 millimeter for cheap practice and to get your fundamentals down, then use 10 millimeter for defense. That's that. Yeah, big buck, whatever. Any tips for doing a Euro mount on the wall? Yeah, don't let me give you tips. I obviously cut the uh, um, skull off because of weight more than anything. But yeah, yeah. So unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish, but I hope you have Suena Peria. Hope you have a wonderful time down there, and that you can do some hunting and have your gun rights restored down there and all that kind of stuff. So I wish you the best. And that's that. Arm Scholar put out pretty good video today on that Mexican lawsuit. Y'all need to go check that out. Um, so it's pretty cool. Thought I could see Russian land from St. George, St. Paul Islands with pretty good binos. Yeah, you did. Or St. Paul. She's waiting in Portuguese. Yeah, writing in Portuguese. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Fabio. Brazil is Portuguese, not Spanish. I apologize. I knew that. I've known that since I was a kid because we had friends who were missionaries to Brazil, Baptist missionaries to Brazil. So I knew they did that. Go vote. Absolutely, Connor Streetman. Everybody needs to vote. Do you know if you were on the American little Diomede Island, you could see Russia? Yes. Yes, you could. From there, you could. Yeah, definitely could. Yeah. I have no desire to see Russia. So, Brazil, America. Yeah. Suena Perea. God bless. And I hope hope you can understand us. But yeah, thanks for stopping in the chat and everything. All right. Guess the question of the night is, what suppressor should I get next? Should I get one for 5.56 or should I get one for 22? Because the bulk of my guns that need a suppressor are 22s, but I don't have any suppressors for my 5.56. What's your favorite pocket knife brand? Probably Kershaw because I like something cheap that's still sharp enough, and I'm gonna lose it. So there you go. The 1918 Drake, the 918 Drake. Oh, nice channel name there. 5.56 for sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 5.56 is definitely a good respectable answer for that. FN 510 for life. I did not like that gun. It's accurate though. It also has worse chamber support than a Glock, so don't shoot a lot of hot stuff through it. Do you recommend airsoft for an 11-year-old? Nope. Nope. I don't do any airsoft stuff, so that's that. For teaching your kids how to shoot, get a 22. Teach them how to shoot. Let them let them see it bust up Coke cans and stuff like that, and be like, "Oh wow, yeah." What's up, Busta Bass? How you doing, Busta Bass? Good to see you, brother. So again, I'd like to thank Hyperion Munitions for sending me this hat since I shaved my head and it looks awful. Um, and then they sent one of the precise trigger controls. We'll be doing a giveaway on the channel, not tonight, but at another time. So would like to thank them for that. So check out my link on MeWe or Gab or uh, Twitter X or whatever you want to call it. So there is that. Going to be interested to look into this. So it'll be should be pretty awesome. So anyway, how you doing, Busta Bass? You got anything cool lately? What's your opinion on Franklin binary triggers? My opinion is get the Fostech. I have actually I have a gun right back here somewhere. Oh, it's right over there. With a Franklin binary in it, and it doesn't. Every 10th round or so, it just doesn't. It'll feed. It used to not feed the round into the chamber. Now it'll feed it into the chamber with the changes I made, but it won't have the hammer back. So, is what it is. 6.8 Western rules. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a great caliber. It's just dead because they introduced it during an ammo shortage. So, yeah. The Fostech is harder to put the receivers back together because you got to push something in, but that's what prevents you from outrunning the trigger. So, I would get the Fostech 100%. Haven't shot them both. I'd already bought I shot the Fostech at the IV 88 shoot last year, and I love that. The Fostech really, really, really worked. So, I'm hoping this binary will work and I don't have to go back and get a Fostech because that's a lot of money, but kind of is what it is. So I would say definitely get the Fostech for that on Franklin binary. But of course, the Franklin binary can work on they have different stuff for like the 1022 and for all this other stuff. So definitely interesting. So I would, they have a Glock binary trigger now and they have all this weird stuff you can do. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. What do you recommend for a non-ballistic self-defense option? Um, Probably a stun gun. A stun gun. I've seen them like I know people who have had them work. A lot of cops say yeah they work and they get people's down. So yeah. Gibson Williams, you got a 10 millimeter. Own three 10 millimeters currently. And I have a whole playlist on 10 millimeters. I've shot almost every type of 10 millimeter ammo you can shoot out of a Glock, out of a Glock 20, a Glock 20, Glock 29, Glock 40. I got stuff. I just have stuff like it's just like comparison belt, stuff like that. Do that. Do that. You look 10 years younger without the beard, bro. Thanks. I don't feel 10 years younger. Firecrackers are cheaper. Shoots pepper balls. Yeah, I've heard of Gibson. Yeah. Thanks. You're welcome, Fabio. MCX Spear LT 300 Blackout 9-inch SPR rules the world. Yeah, that's a really good one. Sorry, my ear is just right there. That's not a bad one. That's a good one. I would definitely look into that. Have you heard of the pyramid trigger for the Glock? I have not. I've not heard the pyramid trigger for the Glock. Enlighten me, Cody. Gibson Williams, what were you talking about shooting pepper balls? I know there's some guns that shoot pepper balls, but the one thing about pepper balls is if the wind's blowing the wrong way or you don't get a great shot, they may not stay in the pepper long enough to be immediately incapacitated by it. It's a very good trigger. Cool. Hotep, what's up, brother? There's 49 of y'all and only 9 likes. Yep. There you go. Oh, the Berna shoots pepper balls. The Benra. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with it. Like when it comes to non-lethal stuff, I am just, you know, I have no point for a non-lethal. So, just, is what it is. So, no point whatsoever for non-lethal. Personally, I do think like as a school teacher, they should be at least letting teachers carry non-lethal on their person. And of course, if they used it on a student, they get arrested for assault. You know, so and there's that. 'Cause, yeah, who does have a point for it? Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can do is like I would only reason why I would want a non-lethal is if the school district allowed me to have a non-lethal to counter a lethal defense, so that I could give my life in the chance that I would save somebody else's. Yeah, pretty much. The thing about non-lethals are rubber slugs, but you have to use them at least 15 yards out exactly. Otherwise, they're not non-lethal. Yeah, there's definitely that. That's definitely a problem with rubber slugs. Let's see. Got Yeah, there we go. Got moose antlers on my head. There we go. All right. Be sure to hit the like button for my friend Chuck, albeit he's 6.8 Western Giants. I'd love to shoot one. I'd love to shoot one. I'd love to own one. I'd love to hand load for one. I just I don't have access to one, and once the initial wave of ammo went away up here, it was harder to find ammo. So I mean, they released it during the height of an ammo crisis. People bought them because there was no other ammo on the shelf except for 6.8 Western, so they bought 6.8 Western guns, and that's what's that. That's what's that. Pepper shells are like $30 a pack. Yeah, I again. That's that. Don't forget to check Hyperion Munitions. Again, they sent us this precise trigger control group that they have. It's pretty neat. Okay, pretty neat. So, aren't there beanbag shells for regular non-shotguns, non-lethal? Yeah, I've seen them go right through a hard plastic trash can though. So, with some trash in it, so they might actually penetrate a little bit. They're gonna leave a nasty bruise if they don't. I took a Wyoming muley with mine yesterday. One shot, freezer full. So when are you going to invite me down to shoot Wyoming muleys? It's like a 270 WSN. Yeah, it pretty much is a 270 WSN with a little longer uh, case cartridge overall length and a little bit faster twist in the barrel. What is a good gun and strap for chest waders? Bear rig. Russell Parker. I use a what is the Gunfighters Inc. Kenai chest rig, and I use the Smith and Wesson 5-inch classic 629 44 Magnum. If you're going to go semi-auto, my recommendation is the Glock Model 40 long slide 10 millimeter with a KKM barrel in it for the heavy stuff. Possibly a 22-inch or 20-inch, a 20-pound, 22 or 20-pound spring. So that's that. Is the Burnett a good pepper gun? Again, I don't do non-lethals, so if that's what's available in your area to you, I would say go get it and test it. Go get it and test it. Yeah, go get it, test it. Make sure you don't want to do it, or make sure you don't want to get hit by it. So, not to be rude, but that is a nice moose antlers behind you. Thanks. You like my rack? Yes. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not trophy quality, but he's legal. He's got 4 brow tines, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the left side. So he is legal and ready to go. So that's good. What's up, Gunmetal Guy USA? Appreciate you guys. Yours, though, is all that matters. Yeah, the freezer's filled for a year. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to have to, fly down and get some deer or something with somebody, maybe. We'll see. Thank you, Bet Dude. Bet Dude. So, yeah, it's, speaking of shotguns, would they be good? Would they be good for drone defense? I'd say shotguns would be good for drone defense. I would want to use a longer barrel, like 28-inch, full choke, and turkey loads. I'd want 3-inch turkey loads because some of those drones can fly pretty high and they have to hover and lower themselves to see really well, and some of them don't. Like you'll never reach them with a shotgun. But some of them, it just depends on the models. I know a lot of people are using shotguns in Ukraine to take down drones, and it really just depends on the model and what you see and when you see it coming. So the other thing is that drone is constantly um, kind of emitting information. So if it gets shot down and they know exactly its location where it is where it's shot down, well, that means here comes a round of artillery because they know exactly where it was when it was shot down. So they're just going to pepper everything around there with some artillery. So there is that you have to think about as well. But yes, drone defense would be pretty good. I think the best drone defense is that throw flame. Like I posted one today. I posted a link to it, but they have that throw flame wasp that you can put you can put a flamethrower on a drone, fly it up, take out another drone with a flamethrower. That would be the best, I think. But other than that, I would want to see like maybe I think like a something that can reach 200 or 300 yards in the air, so those drones can, would be good. Would be so something like an AR-15 with really light, fast bullets like M193. I think that would be a heck of a drone defense gun as well, if you knew how to do your leads for targets at that distance and that kind of thing, and you had burst or full auto capability in the military. I think that would be good. I just bought the Taurus G2. I hope it doesn't break on you. Tauruses are horrible guns, right? If it breaks on you, if it breaks on you during a firefight, you deserve the Darwin Award you get. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about them. I've seen so many Tauruses break that anybody that actually buys one for self defense is an idiot. And I don't mean to call you an idiot personally, but the shoe fits, wear it. Do your research, save your money. All right, that's all I can say about that. Duck or turkey shot? Yeah. Like some of the heavy duck shot, like bismuth, the non-lead stuff, and tungsten. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. FKU tube 1776. Yeah, yeah. I never thought about that. Yeah, there's that. And you do see drone to drone combat. So instead of using jets, that's true. And they use drones to control the airspace. Double barrel 410 bore and whack the drone. Yeah. So Eisenhower's tactical. Good to see you. It's been a while. Been busy, but always appreciate your constant education on firearms and ammunition, man. I appreciate it. Give me the email. Let's talk about stuff. I think a 12 gauge. Yeah, so I mean, like a 12 gauge is good on the lower flying drones, but the ones that can actually go up and fly at like 900 feet or 1,000 feet, like you're never going to get a 12 gauge up there. 1,000 feet is 333.33333 repeating decimal yards, right? So you're never going to get like a shotgun to that distance that's going to actually do anything. So you'd have to do a rifle beyond that. But for the lower flying ones that are actually trying to drop grenades and stuff, yeah, a shotgun's a good idea. But you got to remember it might have just armed that grenade too. So get down, take cover. So all the duck guys in Georgia would only let you use steel, as far as I've seen. Yeah, I have only used steel too. I tried bismuths once and didn't want to pay the $45 a box that was back then. It's probably $80 a box now. So yeah, it's all good. It's hunting season up here in Canada, so we ain't shooting at drones right now. There you go. Those race drones. I don't get how to even train for that. There you go. What is your main carry on a SHTF? SHFT. It should be SHTF mission. The 918 Drake. This is a great question. Um, well, it depends on the mission. If the mission is to, prevent intruders or armed mobs coming up the main highway towards my house, I would probably be carrying my Bergara 6.5 Creedmoor HMR with about 100 rounds or so. I'd probably get up on a nice little perch. It's got it suppressed right now. It's got a hybrid 46 on it from Silencer Co. And I would probably just take out multiple things there. So if multiple things there. It'd also be fire support for whoever had the 50 BMG, which I don't have right now, but I plan on getting. But like that's for taking out the vehicles. And I would also have significant, would you say, binary compounds posted for that. That's hypothetical. I don't have them now. Okay, YouTube, ScrewTube, ATF, if you're listening. I don't have any of those planted anywhere or even mixed up. So that's that. Uh, yeah. Then I guess my second one would be my 308 AR-10. Very reliable. Got some issues with the loads that I've loaded up, so I'm gonna have to back them down with the suppressor on them, which is fine. Um, because I mean I have a 150 grain TTSX going 2880 with the suppressor and like 2903 without the suppressor in an 18-inch barrel. So I can back those loads down, and that is not even at the max load in the Barnes manual. So kind of is what it is. Yeah, yeah, that's a spicy 308 FKU tube 1776. That is a spicy 308. Yeah, and I love AR platforms. I would have to say that there'd be a probably an AR-10 in there somewhere. AR-15s depends. Like if on the mission I'm going on, everybody else has an AR-15. I may take an AR-15 20-inch. Um, I would suspect up here the main mission would be taking out moose, bear, coyotes, rabbits. That would be the main mission, and then there would be a security force as well where I live. So it'd be definitely would be interesting. So there's that. Um, so all right. Yeah, autocorrect. Oh, well. Okay, let's see. How's there? I'm good. My son deployed to South Korea Army. Okay, man. Well, wish him the best. Dear Lord Jesus, protect the eyes and ears, tactical son. Amen. All right, semi-auto 22 open sights. Yeah. Um, I like 22. I'm gonna go with bolt action in SHTF because it's so much quieter. It can run any type of ammo. A lot of 22 semi-autos are picky. Even the expensive ones are picky. So there's that. Um, Carl Blast 1989. That's good. That's good. I like to find three largest speakers I can find and play Toby Keith's What Happens Down in Mexico, States of Mexico. Yeah, autocorrect. There you go. Yeah, you'd have to employ some jamming for race drones. There you go. My boy is a saw gunner. There you go. The variety of drones they're using over there, there's no single solution to drone defense. They're using fiber optic tethered drones to prevent jamming now. There you go. But that means that fiber optic tether's got to go somewhere. So, you know, I like my AR-10, but I love my AR platforms. There you go. Hello, my moose hunting brother, even from North Carolina. Didn't get a moose this year. Yeah, you can get radar jamming devices for drones that jam radar jamming devices. Interesting. 918 Drake. Spicy 308. That's a spicy 308 load. So much so that the back pressure from the suppressor was actually causing the primers to blow. Doesn't blow the primers when I don't use the suppressor. So yeah, Eisner tactical. I agree. So like 308 would be one of my choices because I can make 5, 6, 7, 800 yard shots even with that 18-inch barrel, and then like I can also like take down moose and bear, especially with 25 rounds in the magazine. So FK YouTube 1776. I sling my 308 and keep my AR-10 10.5 and 2G17s. There you go. I definitely say my pistol setup would be the G40 if I could have my druthers. If not, it'd be the G34. I much prefer the G34 over the 17. I just like the longer sight radius. I prefer the optic I have on our Gen 5 MOS system, and I definitely prefer the longer barrel and the better results that it gives me in hollow point bullets and stuff. I am a drone operator and I operate with a DJI Mavic 2 Mini. It's reliable and you can put a small payload on it. Cool. All right, let's see. I saw this earlier. Where's that comment? 404 man. I wish I could justify the purchase for more long range setup living in the city. Let me tell you about this. Honestly, especially in the eastern United States, but even where I live, you're longer. I live 35 minutes outside of a city in Alaska, so I have moose and bear in my yard and up the hill from me, and I've got salmon in a river across the road from me. Like you know, it's out there compared to most eastern cities or even eastern suburbs for that matter. Um, and let me say this. 404 man, I wish I could justify. If you ever take a rangefinder and you start ranging, let's just say you're in downtown Manhattan, okay? You have a rangefinder, and you're playing around on your balcony, and you're just looking, and you just range find the buildings around you. Of course, it's probably illegal in Manhattan, but let's just say you were doing that. Guess what? You'll notice, hey, that building I thought was 100 yards away is actually 300. That building I thought was 400 yards away is actually 800. All right. What am I going to do to get out of my apartment and get out of my area when crap hits the fan without a long range rifle? Like, if there are armed gangs coming and taking control of your neighborhood, like, the idea you don't need a long range rifle in the city or suburbs is absolutely ludicrous. I know I was talking on one of KS Gun Guy's chat, and he's like, "Oh, I don't need anything more than my 10.5." I'm like, take a rangefinder out to your property, into your driveway, and range the farthest house you can see. I guarantee you, your 10.5 isn't going to make accurate hits. Your 10.5 inch AR isn't going to make accurate hits at it, especially in like suburbs. Like, it's just crazy. But also in cities, like downtown cities, they're crazy. All right, just letting you know. Raccoons. Yeah, there you go. I sling my 308. Okay, we got that. I live in a city apartment. 12 gauge, 300 blackout, 45 ACP. I mean, yeah, you 404 man, you need to invest in like either a 6.5 Creedmoor or a 308 bolt gun, or even something more large, because you're more likely to have to take on a UN peacekeeping force than we are. Like, you are more likely to have significant, serious invaders on your doorstep than we are. So I would definitely say you would need to get a long range gun. Living in the city now, living in the city makes it hard to practice. You're gonna have to find a gun club outside the city and go find a place to practice. You might sight it in at 300 yards and just kind of know your drop, and get rent a chronograph that you can shoot over or have next to you, and it tells you your bullet's average speed, so you can write down the data. But there's no reason why you should not have a long range gun in the city. That's absolutely ludicrous, right? Bolt action is easier to fix too. Yeah, sometimes. I'm so familiar with the AR platform and have so many spare parts. I would say that's probably not true, but some of them are easier to fix than other stuff. Rad Dad, I really want to see someone convert a Ruger LC10 to 9x25 Dylan. Yeah, that'd be nice. Key to running 22 I found is the Mini Maxim CCI. Hey, so 404 man, I have had this issue. Buy all of your lot numbers at once. I have had CCI mini mags, both 36 grain hollow points from two different lot numbers, and they'd be 6 inches apart at 25 yards. Their lot numbers are not the same. So buy all the 22 CCI mags at once. Buy like 5,000 of the same lot number, and you'll be good. Bolt action. You rang? There you go, brother. Let's see. Hello from St. Petersburg. Michael Phelps. Nice to see you. Howdy, Chuck. You shaved. Looking sharp, brother. Yeah, I shaved everything. I'm gonna let it grow back out, but yeah. I messed up trimming, and so I just shaved it all. What do you think about the Howa Mini Action Carbon Stalker? I'm thinking about getting one in 6 arc. I think that's um, a great little deer gun. Could be used up to black bear and caribou, of course, but you'd want to be really close with a really good solid copper monolithic bullet that could still expand, like the what is it, the TAC XP that they make in the 110, 115, and 120 grain for 6.5 or 6, something like that. So yeah, in the 6 millimeter arc, yeah, it's not a bad little gun. I mean, they're light as crap, and they have no recoil in the small intermediate calibers. Um, you'd want to suppress it, obviously, especially if you're using it as like a backup. So if you have your Ebler stock um, pack on, and you have that in there, that's your backup kind of medium range 300 to 600 yard gun. Yeah, it's good. I would still want to go. I still, for hunting bigger game, I would still prefer a little bit larger as well there. So you're right at eyes, no doubt. Let's see, what did I say that he's right at? Yeah, 308 is primarily a dual caliber. 5.56 is really for assault. Yeah. And let's see. I had a 17L, but it kept pinching my D when I. That's why you don't appendix carry. I don't like anything pointing at my D, especially not pinching it. What scope are you putting on the SIG cross tracks? I don't have a SIG cross. So who are you talking to? I was looking for a silencer that had a higher than average back pressure for the 8.6 build. The round can be underpowered sometimes, and assuming I don't go with an adjustable gas block. Okay. I would say getting one of those anechoic suppressors that I've been putting on the MeWe page and stuff would be the way to go. But you got to take their flow through cap off and buy one of their non flow through caps. So they have a 35 caliber long suppressor that should be great for the 8.6 blackout. So I noticed a few of my friends have a lot of firearms that they've accumulated through the years. I've been upgrading my rifles over the years to achieve higher accuracy. There you go. So yeah. Fire is a great suppressor against schematics. There you go. 308 bolt gun is the goat. Yeah, I would say that, like, for hunting, yes. For medium range, yes. For longer range, 6.5 Creed Mill is better. I look at Atlanta and I see too many nests than I am comfortable with. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell people is like, yeah, you don't own a long range gun in the city. I like your hat, dude. Yeah. Hyper Munitions sent this out along with their precise trigger control. So check out my MeWe page for that and on my Gab page or my Twitter X page. Yeah, I live in Atlanta and got buddies with 158 acre property in South Georgia. Well, there you go, 404, man. I grew up in Jonesboro, Georgia, just south of Atlanta. And I know on my street, like, I could have 1,000-yard shot if I had to shoot at intruders or invaders down the street. So, Anonymous F, if choosing AR-10, would you go 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor, and what would be your shortest acceptable barrel length? Depends on what I'm doing with the AR-10. If it's an all-around gun, you go 308, and 16-inch or 13.7 would be my shortest, but I prefer 18-inch. I plan on getting a 13.7 barrel and and that kind of thing, and a very lightweight 13.7, probably Faxon barrel, and then pin and weld a device on it for my wife to have an AR-10. So I'm probably going to actually pull that really, really heavy 6.5 barrel out, or pull my 22-250 barrel out, because that's a piece of crap. It won't group at all. So sorry, McGowan barrels. That one sucked. What's up, Kevin Collins? How you doing? So I want to learn long range. There you go. First thing you need to do is download the Straylock app. It's Strelok, and learn about mills and stuff like that. There's a book called The Ultimate Sniper that I highly recommend you buy in cash somewhere and not offline. But there's a book called The Ultimate Sniper that's really, really good. It's written a while back, so there's a lot of things in it. But yeah, that's that. Even a 243 24-inch barrel accurate into 12-inch groups at 700 yards. Japs had recorded hits at 800 yards with 6mm, same as 243. Yeah, exactly. 6.5 Creedmoor seems like the universal answer in this day and age. It's a good caliber too. Like, it really is. There's significantly less recoil than 308, and especially suppressed and stuff. Like, in a good heavy barrel gun, it's nice. All, if not most of my guns are planned for long range. The only hang-up I have is about what magnification I want. I keep thinking I want 5x, but I think that would hurt more than anything. Yeah, you definitely want at least a maximum of 15 power. I wouldn't want to go over 25. Really, 18 is about as much you want to do. If you have a first focal plane scope, and so the reticle grows bigger as you get more in power and grows smaller as you get lesser in power, you usually can't use the bottom of the reticle past 17 or 18 power. So, like, I don't see the point in going past that. I have the Discovery Optics 5 to 25, and it's the same thing. Like, if I go past 18, I can't use that bottom of the reticle. So, but a first focal plane does make it nice, because at 18, 17, 15, the holdovers are the same. Like, that's what's nice about it. So, Alex Moore, 404, man, there's a 900-yard range outside of Birmingham. There you go. What's up, Wade Lucero? Mostly folders, a bit of everything. So I seen a video from like Shot So or something. They had a smart scope that would identify the target and then fire the shots, then fire when the shot's like. Yes, that thing is real. It's been out for a little while. I've settled with the nozzle partition for all my moose or other big game hunting, using my grandfather's headshots only standard. There you go, man. Nozzle partition. You can't. The only bullets that beat nozzle partition, in my opinion, are Barnes LRX and Barnes TTSX. You're going to get much better weight retention and more penetration, but more in penetration than what was the previous best bullet, for hunting. The only problem with the novice repetition is not a lot of guns shoot them MOA or less. So even with a lot of hand loading and load developing. I have a Tika T3X TAC A1 and 308, and it rocks. Yeah, there you go, the Butcher. That's a great one. Stray lock no longer works. Oh, it works great for me. Stray lock works great. It's just that they're not updating anymore. Stray lock isn't up anymore because I use JBN and 4DOF. Cool. Have you seen the 21 Sharp from Winchester 21 cal? They loaded in 22 case, just like any straight wall. They can make a hard cast. Yeah, Wade Lucero. Yeah, that's dead on arrival. I'm just letting you know. 22 is way too popular. 308, you get heavier loads than 6.5. And that's why you dial elevation and hold wind. So the thing about 6.5 is you get the same ballistic coefficient in a 143 grain bullet as a 308 does in like a 190 or 200 grain or 202 or 208 grain type match bullet. And so you get a lot less recoil, higher BC, and so the round stays 12 transonic or supersonic a lot longer than 308 does. The heavier bullet doesn't matter so much as the ballistic coefficient. So that's that. Ross Incognito. The one video I've seen, Ross Incognito, the Mach 5 MP5 clone is pretty decent. Yeah, the one video I've seen. So it's a lot less money. It's, third the price. Cool, I'm almost caught up with the chat here. Tap 18 power best, like an 18-yard view at 100 yards, 500-yard shot, scope viewing it at less than 100 yards eye view. There you go. Have you shot a Staccato in 2011? I have not. It's a good backpack, and do you use a frame to pack out meat or at least transport it to the raft to float out? Yes, I have an SLK frame pack. I love that thing. I also have hunted with an Eberly stock Gunslinger 2, which is not a frame pack. Generally, when I'm hunting with the Eberly stock, I'm going to carry out just bags of meat in my hand and go make another trip. When I'm carrying things out like I have put meat on my frame pack before and carried it out several times, as a matter of fact. But I usually only have to carry it 200 yards. There was one time I had to carry it over a mile, or no, over half a mile. But I had so much meat and so much stuff with me that I had to leapfrog it back and forth. And I shot that caribou at 7 p.m. and I got it back to the car at 3 a.m., which was pretty cool. Then my buddy called me the next day, God rest his soul, and said, "Hey, I have that game cart you left here." Jeez. Yeah, anyway. Gotcha, thanks, yep. Yeah, agreed. I have a Ruger 5.56 4X, all you need. There you go. Yes, Cody, I did shoot the moose that's behind me. There's a YouTube short. I didn't make a full video of it for various reasons, but there's a YouTube short. I shot this with my 6.5 by 284 Norma. He's 44 inches wide. He's legal because he had 4 brow tines in that area. So, and of course, they're all covered in velvet, but that is what it is. You ever entertain crossbows and vertical bows? Yes, I'm going to get into vertical bow shooting this year. So, hopefully. Yeah, be sure to hit the like button. Yep. Yeah. Gonna unpin your message there, Buster Base. Alright, cool. Yeah, some good questions. I'm gonna get into actual bow shooting, see if my shoulders can take it. If not, that is what it is. The brow tines have to be a certain length. I think they have to be longer than they are wide. I'd have to go look at the actual regulations, but this one is definitely 4 brow tines and meets the length. This one doesn't look very long, but it's like 6 inches or maybe 5 inches. The other ones are 8 or 9. So, kind of is what it is. Yeah, most areas I hunt, they have to be 4 brow tines on one side or 50 inches wide. So pretty much you got to hunt a trophy. So, I think Chook is after the abominable snowman. I think Chook is the abominable snowman. So, sorry, my neck has got a pop there. So, well, see what other question we got. Tried to pull a 65-pound bow at Walmart the past weekend, and it was a biatch. Yeah, I think the 70-pound is like the minimum here too. Like I'm gonna have to try it and see. Temperature at my house has been about 28 to 36, but is that 50 inches wide? No, Cody, it's not 50 inches wide. I already said it's 44. Sorry, I don't mean to sound snippy. I just I hate repeating myself. I do it all day to kindergartners. Um, what's the temperature been, Chuck? Yeah, you know, 28 in the mornings to like 36 to 39 at my house in the evenings. A little warmer than that if you're away from the mountains. So, yep. 44 inches, yep. 44 inches from this point here to the farthest point on that side, which is whoop over there. If he only had 3 points, it wouldn't have been legal. Dang, 82 and sunny near Greensboro. Yeah, I did not want that. The cheaper bows tend to have a lower let off. The higher end bows will have that 65 feel like a 48. Okay, interesting. 60 now. It's 1:27 a.m. Yeah, it's probably is nighttime there, early morning, that kind of thing. So anyway, hey Chuck, what's up, Garage Guy 879? Everybody go subscribe to him. Make sure you check him out and all that jazz. So, oh yeah, looking at all my ammo purchases here. Happy to find some other 4570 subsonic. Not big about Grizzly ammo. It's not been consistent in the past, but so there's that. Yes, you have to have a doctor's note, and even that has to get approved in AK. You're a cool gun dude. I love tuning when I can. David Thompson, thank you. Thank you so much. I just wish I could get my 22-250 as accurate as yours. Not many masters left on ammo reloading. Well, I'm not a master. I'm basically a trial by error. I know what to do to make it work, but, we'll see. Bolt action. Boss man, I'm getting sub-MOA 100 yards accurate off of my lead sled. Just upgraded my rifles over the years by a professional suite. Oh, okay. It's 40 for caribou and deer and 50 pounds for moose. You just have to build your arrows right. Yeah. Yeah, I know on the crossbow it has to go 450 feet per second. Like, it has to be consistently 450 feet per second. So I know that on the crossbow, but even then you got to go get that approved and all that kind of stuff. So, Chuck, you're into feet per second? Yes, I'm into feet per second. What do you? Oh, you're talking about my 22-250. I'm trying to send it as fast as I can. Absolutely, I am. I want to send it as fast as I can and have as much accuracy as possible. And I've done that before. I've had sub-MOA groups from fast loads. Like, seen that many times. Shoulder injury suck, yeah. Where did you shoot your moose at? Killing shot was finally behind the back of the neck, but because I had got up to it and he was still moving. But high shoulder shot. And I'm not going to say where, is what part of the stake other than near Toke. But yeah. The regs say 100 pounds is the minimum with crossbows, yeah. But they also said feet per second, if I'm not mistaken. So. So, that's that. Cool. What videos do y'all want me to edit next? Do you want me to edit like 4570 versus the Henry X versus the Marlin Dark 4570? What would you want me to do? Res Dog 187, 204 Ruger, 4,200 feet per second. Makes your 22-250 look like a 30-30. Res Dog, that is not true because my 22-250 will send a 40 grain bullet higher than 204 Ruger at 4,250 feet per second. It's on the channel. You might want to check out the channel before you make that judgment. I'm just kidding with you, but like seriously, like I get 4,250 feet per second from a 40 grain full metal jacket bullet with tack powder, I believe is what I used, which I have a lot of. And so, yeah, Res Dog 187, 204 Ruger. And the other thing about 204 Ruger that really sucks is like, so there's nothing practical about it but varmint bullets. So at least in a 22-250, I could load military bullets and penetrate a lot of stuff during a crap hits the fan scenario. But 204 Ruger is just pretty much a varmint cartridge. So like I have those M855A1 steel tips that I bought from another YouTuber, and they are legitimately going 36-30, so I can go right through any steel armor. All right, I can go right through many thick steel plates. I could go through radiators and cars and hit pulleys and mess up engine blocks and all that kind of stuff. I could go through an up armored car fairly easily. So it just is what it is. I'm into precise shooting, not knowing the difference between ammo bullet hits. Yeah. Bro, please. No. I'm shooting at paper target. I wouldn't mind the 45-second video. There you go. 4,200 feet per second. It's like 3,000 miles per hour. I'm in the miles per hour. Ah, well, there you go. Trans women are men. Your 22-250 couldn't shoot its way out of a wet paper bag if you gave it a hammer. You don't even know what you're talking about. Apparently, you don't know what you're talking about because trans women aren't men. Okay, so yeah. So I'm just letting you know that's pretty much you're mentally ill. So we're just gonna go ahead and cancel you because I do not like mentally ill people on my chat. Yeah, all right. You mentally ill trans people are killing folks. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Dang, those fast bullets must be barrel winners. Yeah, they must be. They must be. Toby Jr., I'm not gonna actually do that, so we're just gonna go ahead and put you in a timeout. Let's see. My 22-50, 55 grain Hornet EV Max, no joke. 300-yard hits harder than 223 at the muzzle. Absolutely, it will. Yeah, absolutely. Buffalo Boar Hardcast, yep. Yeah, there are two genders, male and female. God created them male and female. So, yep. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Who's Arthur Morgan? Nobody in your name Arthur Morgan, so that's probably just another troll. 22-50 is a great cartridge, yeah. 22 Creedmoor is better, though. I should have got 22 Creedmoor. Underword Extreme Penetrators. Yes, Alex Moore, I Hardcast and Extreme Penetrators are both good. Did not create pasta, or is that from the earth? Yeah, pasta is from wheat, dude. Wheat is grown in the earth. Wheat was a natural plant. What do you want to do? I like bolognese. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, yeah, 22-50. Like, what's so much better about it than say 204 Ruger? Is just like you can get the same like velocities as 204 Ruger, yeah, especially with my 26-inch barrel. So there is that. Whew, free Diddy. I don't think he's going to be freed for a while. Did post a pretty good meme, or Johnny B posted a pretty good meme with Big Mike saying P. Diddy touched my, P word. Dang, AC, stop blowing cone. So, yeah, I'm getting a lot of hell for review troll mission. Yeah, we're going to take this guy and just delete him. Put user in timeout. 24 hours. Why do we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? Now, that's a good one, Red Dogs 187. This is the guy who got caught talking to minors. I'm pretty sure you're talking about P. Diddy. Yep. Diddy equals Epstein. Don't listen to them. Where are the trolls coming from? I don't know. But they do help the YouTube algorithm. So, yeah, a lot of crazy on tonight. Yeah, that happens when you're on here long enough. Yeah, man, when you're doing these vertical live stream, the trolls have always been on here. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, and there goes another guy. I use your own channel. 47 years I've been shooting at 22-250, one of my favorite calibers. There you go. Yep. do you think about 8.6? I'm really considering one now that I got some 245 caliber suppressors, rifle suppressors. I'm really considering 8.6 blackout. I think it's like the way to go. I might pull my 6.5 barrel on one gun and pull my 22-250 on another and figure it out. No, it's been a while. What do you think of those 160 grain 338 bullets? I think they weren't accurate in my gun in the one load that I did. I haven't had time to do a lot of load development because I've been trying to do load development with 300 Win Mag. So not really accurate on that, but they sure do well on a game. I think they would be a very good caribou or even up to moose with those 160 grains because I killed a moose with a 127 grain going a lot slower. So yeah, it'll work. Don't hate on the trolls. The trick is to turn trolls into subscribers. That's the real game. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't necessarily want them as subscribers if they're all they're going to talk about is um stuff that doesn't matter on the channel. I have my Model 700 and 222 Remington and only use it for caribou hunting. There you go, bolt action. Yeah. Eric the actor, do you date trans women? No, because trans women aren't women. All right, they are men with balls. So no, I don't date trans women. And no, I will not call them what they want to be called. They are men. All right. And they are mentally ill. And trans people go around committing these mass shootings. So just more point that they are literally ill. And man. Here we go. I didn't mean to hit that. Did not mean to unhide that guy. Yeah, a lot of trolls tonight. That's okay. So, keep sticking 7. LOL. There you go. Now we got some comments. 222 for Boo. There we go. Could someone do an 8.6 on a Magnum case? Same twist rate, loaded down for subsonic, but able to turn it up a lot more versatile. Yeah, you could do that. I guess you could do a 338 Win Mag. See how that would work. Yeah, Rato. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out too. Troll them back. Yeah. I don't have time to on the internet to troll. I barely have time to get on here anymore and even edit the videos anymore. I'm being left out of the fun. Y'all hide them before they appear on my phone. Yeah, there you go. You gotta be quick on the draw, brother. Brutal Bob, you're getting slow. You gotta be quick on the draw, brother. Gotta get quick on the draw. I'm just kidding with you. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'll edit that 4570 video next, but we'll see how that goes. How's the school year going? Pretty decent. Pretty decent. So, I've actually lost some weight, like 25 pounds. I'm so fat, though, it didn't matter, but, just doing good. I'd like to put an optic on my 1310 tactical. Any thoughts, AB? Yeah, what are you using the optic for? I would probably put something like an EOTech, really small EOTech, or even some type of pistol red dot, like a Leupold Delta Point Pro or a Trijicon, and something that just sits low on it. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, Martello modifies. That would be my opinions on it. Yeah, 300 Win Mag, get their attention. There you go. That's basically a 338 Norma Lapua Winchester rum, but you would have to use a mono bullet or bonded. Lean more towards the mono bullets. Yeah, so doesn't the 8.6 blackout, if you try to run supers in it and that aren't bonded or like it'll tear the jacket right off with the high twist rate? Isn't that what's happening, Hotep? Correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know more about it than I do. So you can run monos like 210 grain TTSX, right? So, or 160 grain TTSX. So, like that would be kind of cool. So. And I do have some of those 160 grains still left. Or I might have sent them to Reloading Weatherby. I'm sorry, Daniel Ravenstar. I might have sent some to Reloading Weatherby. We'll get a SIG red dot for a 13-1 or an acro. Cool. There you go. So, yeah. 6 Prax is really hard to find and very expensive. People are sizing it up from 6.5 Creedmoor. I got plenty of 6.5 Creedmoor brass. So, pretty interesting. That'll work. Monos are bonded to perform well over a wide range of ranges. Yeah, out to about 600, they perform very well. After that, they're like a full metal jacket. Most of them. It depends on the speed you're sending it at, and if you're sending a 130 grain in 300 Win Mag, maybe you get 700 that way, or maybe you send a really heavy, high ballistic coefficient that doesn't lose a lot of velocity, and maybe you get 700 that way. I think you're going to get more from the laser beam 130 grain in 300 Win Mag than you would from like a 190 grain in 300 Win Mag. But yeah, in general, they will open up and do well. There's a great channel called Frontline Rejects. Y'all go check them out. They do a lot of water jug testing, but they do it at 2, 3, 4, and 500 yards. Frontline Rejects. So is what it is. Go check them out, guys. Once I send you something, it's yours to do as you see fit. Well, thank you, brother. Depending on the bullet, it'll spin apart, but the monos will not do that in the twist ray. So I could load 160 grain TTSX or 185 grain TTSX in 8.6 blackout, is what you're saying. 338 diameter in 8.6 blackout. Do they do well at really close range? It's not like a pencil through. No, the closer the range, the better they expand, but you do want to kind of hit bone. They might pencil through if they don't hit something dense enough. So you might want to take high shoulder shots, that kind of thing. One handgun, one rifle for Alaskan survival. What is your take? One handgun and one rifle for Alaskan survival. Give me my Glock Model 40 10 millimeter and probably my Tippmann 22. Depending on how well it shoots suppressed. Or my Savage Mark II. Like, you're talking about just survival. Like, I get dropped off and I got to survive for 3 or 4 weeks with nothing but with what I'm dropped off with. So, yeah, 22 handgun and 30-06 rifle. That's a good one. I like the 1911. Yeah, Paul Vach, I want to get a 1911 and 10 mil. Palmetto State had such good deals this week, but like on the Gersons, but I've spent all my extra money on tax stamps this month. So, kind of is what it is. One handgun, one rifle for Alaskan survival. Yeah. Let's see. Another good setup would be like your AR-10, and then probably a suppressed 9mm of some kind. That way you could take small game with it too, but still be good for combat and self-defense. Just a lot of cool things you could do like that. 22 Magnum would be good. Like an AR-15 would be good, guys. So. A SCAR would be good if you have a good optic that can take its beating up of the optic. But yeah. Deer archery started here. First of the week, but it's been around the low 90s the past few days. Please send some cool tips my way. Yeah. All of our cool air. Go to Rato. Rato, where are you from? Forget. I'm sorry. What is the rifle you brought you on your first moose hunt? On my first moose hunt, I brought 7mm Remington Magnum and 338 Winchester Magnum. I think my girlfriend at the time, wife, now carried. Yeah, 7mm Remington Magnum. I had a moose tag, but I still have that gun, and it's still one of my favorites. So, favorite snap to take hunting. So Christian Abernathy, this is a great topic. I am totally gluten, dairy, soy, corn free because of celiac disease with IBS. Not because I'm a liberal hippie, but because I have to eat like a liberal hippie in order to have digestion. Yeah, Anonymous F, that's probably the winner right there. Anyway, like my favorite snack, I take some of the Franz's gluten-free bread. It's actually pretty good for gluten-free bread. It doesn't taste like a sponge. I take a pack of the Applegate turkey pepperonis because I can't eat a lot of pork in a row. 1 or 2 here wouldn't hurt me, but like a lot of pork in a row. So I take the turkey pepperoni and I take a bottle of mustard. And I take enough loaves of bread and enough pepperonis to last whatever day I'm going to. I'll eat a sandwich for breakfast, lunch, 2 sandwiches for dinner. And that usually kills a little less than 1 loaf of bread. So, that's that. That's what I take most of the time. I like these Fig Newton organic things that I get that are not actually Fig Newtons. I forgot the name of them, but they are really good as well as a snack. So yeah, I take a lot of that. I'm near Tulsa in a small town called Broken Arrow. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's probably still really hot out there in Arizona. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Excuse me, Oklahoma. Duh. What are the antlers behind you? And I like those are moose antlers from my first moose. Whatever you choose to survive anywhere, have several thousand rounds for it, and plus reloading stuff. Daniel Raven Star is absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. The Smith & Wesson MMT 2.0 10mm has had a lot of issues, especially with heavier loads. Get the SIG full metal jacket ammo and see if it runs that Martello. Okay. Bobo's gluten-free bars rule. I have to see. I can't have corn or soy either, so a lot of this gluten-free stuff I can't have either. I do like eggs. I do like eggs. So I can't eat eggs. I didn't eat eggs for a long time, and then I kind of grew back into it with the IBS. If I eat a whole bunch of them at once, I will get the Instacraps, as I like to say. But yeah, there is that. So kind of is what it is. But yeah, there we go. Rice. I have taken rice before to boil. That is one way to get a lot more staple for a lot less room in my pack. The gluten-free bread isn't heavy; it just takes up a lot of room in your pack. So, um, so that's that. Boosie's Beaver Nuggets sounds like something like gonna give you the runs. Just drove through Broken Arrow, going to a hog hunt. Neat. There you go. Yeah. And don't forget the broken case extractor total. There you go. Muskrat. Muskrat. There's some of those around here. That's for sure. You thought about getting some biltong? Biltong. I think you would like it if you get the ones with the fat on it. We'll see. So what part of my IBS is I can't actually digest fat very well. So I'd take an enzyme for that. And that's actually helped me lose a little weight. So I get on a better spring for it receiving. So back to this question about like one pistol and one rifle for Alaska surviving. First of all, I just don't go by that situation. I always carry 3 guns. Um, Sometimes 4. Like I was hunting, I had my 10mm 29 on me, my 629 on my chest here, and there were times I carried my 22 because I was a small game. Mark II Savage was across my back, unloaded because I've noticed that the magazines can drop out. And then I also had my 308 AR-10 with me to actually hunt with what I was going to hunt, or in some cases I had my 6.5 Creedmoor with me. So it kind of is what it is. And sometimes I have my 7 Mag with me this year. I've done moose, caribou, bear, sheep hunting there in Alaska. I haven't gone elk or deer found in the warmer states. Yeah, there you go. Wow, you saved. Yes, Jesus saved me. Or is saving me in the process. Brad Kiefer, yep. How you doing? Shaved. I know you meant shaved. Yeah, I shaved. Even my head I shaved. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing the Hyperion Munitions hat. And y'all go check them out. They have some really good stuff. And I'm going to be giving this away soon from them. Not tonight, but on another video. So that is what it is. Yeah, Martello, you're right about that. Yeah, part of my IBS is I don't digest all fats well. And it comes out as, yeah, is what it is. I want to live in Alaska so bad, man. Move up, find a job. All it takes is money. You know what the heck to buy at the store. 80% was off limits. Then I got an A1C test and they told me I was not even pre-diabetic. There you go. Yeah, job physicals don't always do the right thing. Job and athletic physicals are both not always the greatest. So there is that for sure. But yeah. Yeah, RE, yeah, just fun. That's what I did. Like, so like my story my story of moving to Alaska. I went through a divorce I did not want. I was very brokenhearted, and the customer mentioned getting off the plane from Alaska, so I talked to her when I wasn't supposed to, and got the ball rolling on moving to Alaska and figuring out how is dairy. I cannot do dairy. I cannot do dairy, soy, corn, or pork or gluten. Well, pork. Beans are gluten. Pork is starting to, like, if I have one piece of pork bacon, it's not going to kill me. If I have 10 pieces of pork bacon, I'm going to have problems. But yeah, dairy is completely off limits. Like, there's no way I don't even eat a piece of candy this big with dairy in it. Just like, nope. So, yeah, me too. Me too, Ari. So the best thing you can do is cut out all the expenses you can and, you know, see if you can find a company that'll move you with the skills that you have. Good luck. Good thing I've started eating low to no carb and lost like 10 pounds in a week. There you go. Poor man. Nope. I actually like it. My experience when the doctor leaves the room, they Google the symptoms. Yeah. Yeah. That's my wife. She's better at that than them. So it's rare. She needs to become a doctor. She's really skilled at it. She needs to become like a naturopath doctor. My wife does. You might not have to find a job if you can bring your job with you. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't find a business for sale up there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there is that Daniel Regenstar, but there's also so there is people who are naturally dairy and gluten intolerant. Existed back in the 1800s. Celiac disease goes back that far. Like it existed back then. Is it made worse by the chemicals and stuff? Absolutely freaking yes. Yes, it is, Daniel Ravenstar. I agree there. I love a glass or two of milk a day. Me too. I love my coconut milk, man. Unsweetened coconut milk. Yeah. You have to be a real man to drink unsweetened coconut milk. So, when you read the Word of God, He's called His people according to. Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, so, Daniel is in that first chapter or second chapter of Daniel, where his friends don't eat the meat, the tainted meat. They do their own diet. So, yeah. Most people in the world are lactose intolerant. Yeah, God did not design us to go drink from the tits of cows. It's just that. Bracky for LOL. Just add rum. Yeah, that'll make it better. Yeah. Like a lot of the alcohols I can't do because they're wheat based. It's almost 2 a.m. here. I'm clocking out. Good to see you. Okay, in Alaska. Poor mountain folks in Tennessee, North Carolina, really hurting after flooding. Yep. Coconut fan myself. Love the unsweetened too. Yeah. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. It actually has more nutrients in it than like cow's milk, and it's better for you. And yeah, there's all that. So, all right, guys, gals. I've been on here an hour and 10 minutes. I need to go. But guys, God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range. And I appreciate all the conversation y'all had. Take care. And let me know what you want to see next in the comment section down there as far as my videos. So, yeah, and Martello, that might be true. Yeah. Good night. Take care. See you guys. Everybody have a good night. Cosmic Squirrel, good to see you here. Take care, Chuck. Yep, David, thank you. Everybody have a good night, guys. Godspeed and good hunting to all y'all.